Hello students, we are going to discuss 11th question on reconciliation statement. Here look at the question they have given. From the following details you are required to prepare reconciliation statement and also ascertain the profit as per financial books. So here they are given profit as per costing records and profit as per financial records they have not given. Now again also they have given certain items. Now let us look which items we have to add and which items we have to deduct. So we have to prepare a reconciliation statement by starting our reconciliation statement by considering profit as per cost record. So problem na profit as per cost record in the start ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now let us look at one by all the items one by one and let us see which items we have to add and which items we have to deduct. Now work overheads they have given as per cost books it is 68,500 and as per financial books it is 72,000. So here cost books work overheads is compared to financial books is lesser. So since the cost books amount is lesser than financial books, it is under recovery or under absorption of overhead. So whenever there is under recovery or under absorption, we have to deduct. So how much we have to deduct? We have to take the difference between cost and financial books, which is 3,500, and we have to deduct 3,500. Then again, administration overheads as per costing books is 92,750. As per financial books is 1,02,650. So here also cost books as per cost books the amount is less in comparison to financial books. So that means it is under absorption of administration overheads. So under absorption means we have to deduct. So again we have to take the difference between these two numbers, which is 9,900, and this we have to deduct from profit as per cost record, which is 3,85,000. Then again selling overheads they again as per costing books it is 45,600 and as per financial books it is 38,500. Now again here costing books amount is more than financial books. So costing books is more than financial books means it is over absorption. So whenever there is over absorption of overheads we have to add. So we have to take difference between these two numbers, which is 7,100, and we have to add to profit as per cost records. Then again depreciation they have given as per cost book there is amount is nil, and as per financial book 62,850. So depreciation is an expense. So financial accounting expenses we have to again deduct from net profit as per costing books. Then again stores adjustment credited in P&L account. So stores adjustment credited in P&L account means it is financial accounting income. So we have to add. Then again value of opening stock. Value of opening stock they have given 86,400 as per costing books and 75,000 as per financial books. So here costing books amount is more than financial books amount. So it is a case of overvaluation of opening stock. So we very well know that overvaluation of opening stock, what we have to do, we have to add to net profit as per costing books. So again, the again value of closing stock. So value of closing stock as per costing books is 94,800 and as per financial books it is 86,400. So here also it is overvaluation of closing stock. So whenever we have overvaluation of opening stock, we will add. So whenever we have overvaluation of closing stock, we have to deduct. We have to just reverse it. Then again reverse reserve for bad debts, again since it is an expense. So as per financial books they are given reserve for bad debts is 16,050. So reserve for bad debts, what we have to do, we have to deduct. Then again interest on bank deposits, it is an income. So since it is a financial accounting income, we have to add. Then again loss on sale of machinery as per financial books is a loss. So whenever we have financial accounting loss or expenses, we have to deduct. Then again tax provision is 42,750 as per financial books. Since it is an expense, we have to deduct. Then again interest on bank loan paid, so it is also an expense. So whenever we have expenses and losses in financial books, we have to deduct. So this is first step what we have to do. So we should first know basically what are the items we have to add and what are the items we have to deduct. So once we know this, we can start the problem. So how we have to start the problem? We have to start with profit as per cost records or costing books. So how much is the profit as per costing records? It is 3,85,000. So we have to start with profit as per costing record, which is our starting point, 3,85,000. Now let us look how we have to solve the problem. We have to start a problem with net profit as per costing record, which is 3,85,000. Then again we have to add certain items. First one which we have to add is over absorption of selling overheads. So over absorption of selling overheads, what we have to do, we have to take the difference between these two numbers, which is 7,100, and we have added. Then similarly stores adjustment credited in P&L account, we have to add. So the second item, stores adjustment credited is an income, so we are adding. Then again overvaluation of opening stock, also we have taken a difference between the costing books amount and financial books amount, which is 11,400, and since it is overvaluation of opening stock, we are adding. Then similarly interest on bank deposit received, it is an income. So whenever we have income, we have to add. So the 16,750 interest on bank deposits we have added. So totally we are getting 42,750. So 3,85,000 is net profit as per costing books. So total of all your items which you have added is coming to 42,750. So if you add both the items, that is 3,85,000 and 42,750, you get total as 4,27,750. So from this 4,27,750, again you have to deduct certain items. Then again, let us look at what are the items we actually have to deduct. So first one is under absorption of work overheads. So work overheads is an under absorption. We have to since costing book amount is lesser than financial books, it is under absorption. So we have to take difference between these two numbers, which is 3,500, and we have to deduct. Then similarly, under absorption of administration overheads also 9,900, we have to deduct. Then again, depreciation, since it is an expenses, we have to deduct the 62,850. Then again, overvaluation of closing stock, we have to deduct. So again, we have to take the difference between the two. The difference is coming to 8,400, and we have to deduct that one. Then again, similarly, loss on sale of machinery, tax provision, and interest on bank loan paid. All these are losses and expenses of financial books. So the same amounts we have to again deduct. So that is what you have done. So after deducting all the items, the item total of all the items which you have deducted is coming to 1,60,650. Now, so from this 4,27,750, if you deduct 1,60,650, you will arrive at net profit as per financial accounts, which is 2,67,100. So this is how we have to solve this problem. Then again, let us move on to question number 12. So question number 12, they have given from the following prepare the reconciliation statement. They have given net profit as per costing records. So net profit as per costing records is our starting point. Then again, we have to add and deduct certain items from this profit. So work overheads under recovered in costing means under recovery or under absorption, what you have to do, we have to subtract. So 3,120 you have to subtract. Administration overhead recovered in excess is recovered in excess means it is over absorption. So over absorption means we have to add. Then again, depreciation charge in financial records is 11,000. But here at the end, they have given depreciation recovered in costing is 12,300. So we have to compare 11,000 and 12,300. So as per financial books, depreciation is 11,000. As per costing book, depreciation is 12,300. So difference between the two is 1,300. So here, since the costing depreciation as per costing books is more compared to financial accounts, so this excess amount we have to add because it is over absorption or over recovery of depreciation as per costing books. So whenever we have over recovery of depreciation as per costing books, we have to add. So difference between 11,000 and 12,300, which is 1,300, we have to add. Then again, interest received but not included in costing, it is an income. So whenever we have financial accounting income, we have to add. Then income tax is an expense, we have to deduct. Bank interest credited is an income, we have to add. Stores adjustment credited in financial books also is income, so we have to add. Then depreciation of stock charge in financial books is an expense. So whenever we have expenses or loss, we have to deduct. So now we know which items we have to add and which items we have to deduct. So start with net profit as per cost accounting, which is 1,72,400 as usual. Then again add all these items like over absorption of overheads and other financial accounting incomes and deduct under absorption of overheads as well as expenses and losses of financial accounts. Then again you will arrive at net profit as per financial accounts, which is 1,34,455. So this is how we have to solve the problem. Then again let us move on to last question in this chapter, question number 13. Again they have given net loss as per cost accounts and net loss as per financial accounts. So how do you start? In case of loss also you have to start with net loss as per cost accounting, which is 3,44,800. Then again work overheads under recovered in costing. So work overheads under recovered in costing means what you have to do. Generally under recovery or under absorption of overheads we used to deduct, but since it is a question of loss, we have to add. So loss ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಯಾವ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಲಾಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನೇನು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನೇನು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಮೆಥಡ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು add the under recovery of overheads. Then again depreciation overcharged in cost. So over recovery of depreciation in cost accounting means we used to generally add, since it is loss we have to deduct. Then again administration overheads recovered in excess, so it is over absorption or over recovery of overheads. So that means generally we used to add, since the question is about loss we have to deduct. Then interest on investment is an income, generally we used to add, since the question is loss we have to deduct. Then again goodwill written off in financial books is an expense, so generally we used to deduct, but since it is a question of loss, we have to add. Then income tax paid is an expense. Generally we used to deduct. So since the question is about loss, this item we have to add. Then stores adjustment credited in financial accounting is income. Now since it is an income, generally we used to add, but since it is a question of loss, we have to deduct. So depreciation of stock charge in financial books is an expense. So expense means generally we used to deduct. So since the question is about loss, we have to add. Now once we know what are all items we have to add, what are all items we are supposed to add, and what are all items we are supposed to deduct, we can solve the problem. So net profit as per cost accounts, you start with net profit as per net loss as per cost accounts, 3,44,800. Then again, generally what items you used to deduct, that item, since the question is about loss, you have to add. And what are all items generally used to add, you have to deduct in this question since the question is loss. So once you add and deduct these items, you will end up getting the net loss as per financial account, which is 4,32,090. So this is the end of this chapter. This is last question in this chapter. Thank you so much.